Here I am in my account page, and in the notes and attachments section, I'm trying to upload exe file. And as you can see, it's being uploaded successfully. Now, uploading certain type of files, for example, exe file, shell script, or a JavaScript executable files is not recommended because it can bring a potential security threat to your org. It can expose your org data to outside people. Hello everyone, this is Sudipto from Technical Potpourri, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can restrict certain type of files being uploaded in your org, or in other way, how you can allow only certain type of files being uploaded in your org. So without any further delay, let's jump in and see that in action. I've already written a blog post in my blog covering this topic, so let's open that first. So if you go to my blog, you will find there is a blog post, restrict uploading files in Salesforce. If you open that, and I'll provide the link in the description of this video. So first, let's understand what are the different places from where we can upload our files. So number one is like we can upload our files from any records, notes and attachment related list. For example, any record here, if we go to the notes and attachment, we can upload files from here. What are the different places? The another place is chatter notes. So if we go to any record and if chatter is enabled, then we can go here, we can create a post, and we can also upload files from here. If we have an Experience Cloud or Community Cloud page, we can upload files from there. If we are creating any Salesforce flow, we can use the file upload component and upload documents there as well. Or if we have any custom Lightning Web component, we can also upload our files within our Lightning Web component. So these are the places from where we can upload files inside our Salesforce org. And so what are the solutions for each of them? That's what I'm going to cover in this topic. For example, for the notes and attachment, what we can do, we can create a declarative way, a validation rule in ContentVersion object. If we go to our setup and go to ContentVersion object, we can create a validation rule like this, which is basically if the file type contains exe, then don't allow. So if I activate this validation rule now and save, after doing that, if I come and try to upload exe file, it will tell me that I cannot upload a exe file because my validation rule is blocking me to upload an exe file. So that's a very quick, easy way to restrict certain type of files being uploaded inside your Salesforce org in a declarative way. Now, there are a couple of things that you need to understand. The error message, you cannot change the error message. Whatever error message you will put here, that will not be shown. The standard error message will be shown, which is basically can't upload followed by your file name. So this is one of the drawback of the solution. I can say you can't put your own custom error message. Okay, so another thing that you need to understand or keep in mind, the validation rule that you will write on the ContentVersion object, that will work on the desktop browser. It will not work on the Experience Cloud site using a mobile browser. And I put the link in the blog post. So here is, if you open this link, you will find the help document section from the Salesforce site where they are recommending that validation rule for the ContentVersion object does not work when a file was uploaded on Experience site using a mobile browser. So it only works in the desktop, and this is working as intended. And the solution what Salesforce is providing is create your own Apex trigger on the ContentVersion object, which I'll show you very soon. Okay, next is that if we are using a flow, how we can restrict that. It's very easy. For example, let's go to a flow. Let's create a flow and new flow, and let's make it a screen flow. And let's put a screen element, and here if we use the file upload component, here you see the accepted format. Here you can put the accepted formats in a comma separated way. For example, if you want only JPG file, if you want only PDF file, you can write in this way, and then this will make sure only the accepted file format files will be allowed no other files. For example, if you don't put exe here, exe type of files will not be allowed here within the flow. So this is also a very easy way if you are using the standard file upload component within flow. Okay, so apart from validation rule and the flow option, you have another option which is basically a programmatic approach to restrict certain file types. For that, you need to write trigger on two objects, which is basically the ContentVersion object as well as FeedItem object. And what it will do, it will basically restrict or only allow certain type of files being uploaded within your chatter window. And basically from the chatter, when you type a note, chatter note, you can also use this section to attach files. And when you do that, you'll basically execute the trigger and make sure that only certain type of files being allowed. So for that, we'll start with the ContentVersion trigger, and here is the trigger. Again, I'll provide the link of this blog post in the description of this video. You can go and check it out, and also you can use this code for your project. This is a trigger and this is a trigger handler. Inside the trigger handler, what I'm trying to do, I'm going through all the uploaded files, and here in the uploaded files, I'm checking the file types. If the file types is not null, or the file type is within this allowed file types. This is basically allowed file types, which basically contains all the type of files that is being allowed inside my org. For example, Word, PDF, Excel, these are the type of files I'm allowing to be uploaded. So if the file type contains within this list, then only I am allowing, otherwise I'm throwing the error message, which is basically this error message. Similar way, in the FeedItem object, when you create a feed post, it basically executes the FeedItem trigger. Inside the FeedItem trigger, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to go through the same thing. And here is the error message. Here is the type of files that I can allow. And if the whatever the FeedItem's type, if it is a content post, I am trying to convert it and putting the record ID and the feed here. Then in the ContentVersion, I am trying to fetch all the content. And if within this ContentVersion, if my file type does not include within this list, then I am throwing the error message, which is basically this error message. Here is the test class to provide the test coverage of this method, right? So I'm not going through the test class for the time being, but if you want to use this code, you need to provide the test coverage, and here is the test class which will provide the test coverage for you. Okay, so let's see that in action. So now I'll go back to my Salesforce org again, and this time I'm trying to put a chatter post, and here I'm trying to upload a exe file. And as you can see, the error message is basically a custom error message. Previously, it was an error message which was basically coming from your validation rule, and you cannot change that, right? Because it will be a standard error message. But this time I have the privilege to put my own custom error message, and this error message is basically coming from my trigger handler class. So this is the way how you can restrict your unwanted type of files to be uploaded in your org. Or in other way, you can say you can only allow certain type of files to be uploaded inside your Salesforce org. So I hope this video is helpful. Please hit the like icon, share, and please subscribe to my channel to get update about all my upcoming videos. Till then, thank you. Bye bye.